been a while since we've heard just a great Kanye West story, but fortunately, NBA Media Day, as we've mentioned, continuing coverage of that. Mike Conley, point guard for the Memphis Grizzlies, well, he came through big time to revive a Kanye story for the ages. Here it is.
Early at night, and I was just like, hello, you know, and he was like, yeah, this is Ye. I was like, who? You know, kind of trying to put it together, and long story short, he's just like, man, just come out and, you know, to LA whenever you're out in LA, we'll get together. So, hey, I just want to let you know, I admire you. I really like, you know, what you do. I hate to see that you're underrated. I mean, just going through all these things, like, he actually watches me play. Like, that's what I was thinking in my head. He knows a lot about me. Like, he wasn't reading off a paper or anything. He was just like going like, man, I just think that you can be, you know, up here, and they just don't see you like that. You know, I'm just like, man, I 100%, I'm with you. Like, I understand. Like, what can we do? Like, help me. Come on. I'm looking for a feature or something, you know, like, put me in the background, sample some of my music, you know, I got going on.
Damian Lillard?
Yeah, we're going to be Damian Lillard, Kanye. We'll see.
So what did Aziz Ansari say about Kanye, about his story, about how he knew Kanye was going to be like the most famous person in the world?
It wasn't Aziz, it was Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle, what does he say?
It was Dave Chappelle, I believe, on Kimmel. And was it on Kimmel? It was Kimmel or Fallon.
Picks up the phone.
Yeah, and like they just shot Chappelle's show, and this is the first time that Kanye did any sort of live, like, you know how Chappelle's show is like live performance. And it was something about, he was like 23, 24, and they're just hanging out in like the green room, and someone calls and Kanye's like, cause I do shit, I'm awesome, and I fuck shit up. And like that was it. And he was like, man, I knew he was gonna be a star, man.
That's like Mike Conley's example. You're getting a phone call from a number you don't know.
Right.
Yo, this is Ye.
Yeah, can you hey Mike, yeah.
He's turned into like soft-spoken DJ Khaled.
Yeah, this is Ye. Like, can you imagine somebody saying, yeah, like, yeah, this is.
And then you immediately have to figure out that it's Kanye. Like, at what point halfway through he goes, man, Kanye West really likes Mike Conley. So look, first of all, I'm all for a feature of Mike Conley and Damian Lillard on Kanye's next track. And Kanye would be able to make it work. I bet you Kanye finds a way to use part of that interview as a sample in one part of the song.
Here's personally what I would like, okay? We've been talking about protests and what have you. So what I would like to do is have like a Chappelle show form of the Players Ball, but all the money would go to charity, and we would watch a March Madness style tournament of athletes freestyle rap battling each other. So it would be like Damian Lillard against Mike Conley, and Lonzo Ball against Allen Iverson.
Lonzo Ball's not bad at rapping.
Shaquille O'Neal against Kobe. Like, that's what I want to see.
Big scale.
And it'll be $20 a ticket, $30 a ticket. Everything goes to
charity.
Everything goes to
Papa Doc gonna be there.
This guy in a gangster's middle name's Clarence. Fucking tool. That guy has played some pretty good roles, man.
Papa Doc, yeah.
I don't remember his name.
Mike Conley, I'm a fan and everything.
Take your camera.
We gotta acknowledge the fact that this could have been a fever dream. Like this could have not.
By the way, can we just acknowledge that Bradley slid in right in the back once he realized that Jacory was on camera?
You can say, why would Mike Conley lie about his call from Ye?
Is that a real question?
Yeah, is that a real question?
It's a real question. Why would he lie about his call from Ye? It just sounds like too much like a Kanye West story for it to be. It sounds like it has to be true because it feels. If Kanye called you and said, yo, this is Ye, like that sounds exactly like how Kanye would talk on the phone.
Yeah, because that's the coincidence that Kanye sounds like a walking fever dream.
Yeah.
So this could have been Mike Conley's fever. I'm just saying we need to, humor all possibilities.
That's fair.
You're saying we need to take his temperature.
I'm gonna believe it because I want to believe it. Is that fair?
I think it happened. There's an Instagram post.
I hope Kanye makes a song like Famous for Mike Conley.
Just ripping Mike Conley.
Just rips Mike Conley.
That's interesting.
No, I don't want that.
There's an Instagram post.
I think, by the way, I think if this is true, right, I think Kanye's onto something because, again.
Real quick, there's an Instagram post with them together. So that's why I do think it happened and why they know each other. They're at Nobu in Malibu.
That's so That's so elevated.
Or as Future would
That
say,
hurts.
Nobu, 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 Nobu. That's art.
You don't like Future at all?
No.
Really?
Nope.
I'm surprised because his beats are good.
Yeah, I'm a fan of the producer who makes it.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the person who shits on the producer's art.
I think you're being a little harsh on it. How much Future have you listened to? Or is it just
I've listened to enough where I know that he is dog shit.
Yeah, I disagree.
Yeah.
I think dog shit's harsh.
Here's
I think dog shit is
perfect,
really harsh. I think dog shit is not correct. I think Future is
dog
passable.
diarrhea.
At the absolute worst, he is passable in comparison to a lot of what else is out.
The best
in
that
this
I've heard from
trend of
Future
SoundCloud
is as
rap.
a feature artist with Vince Staples on Señorita. That was bumping because I like Vince Staples.
Of course.
To hear Future do an entire album alone, piss poor.
I think he released too
nothing.
much music. I think that was one of the issues. He released like 57 songs, and like I remember talking to Jacory actually in the booth, walking in, being like, "You know, Future released a second album," and then I asked him immediately after, "Did you know Future released another album a week ago?"
About a week ago.
I've listened to all of it in the last 24 hours, and my head's gonna explode because 57 songs by the same artist on repeat over.
Sounding like the same exact
It
thing.
sounds like the same. I just don't think I think dog shit's harsh.
Real quick,
for music that's
while
not-
we're on it, regardless of how much we dislike it, Soulja Boy was part of the hip hop scene and was transformative and led to other things coming up.
Drop
So
bombs.
as much as we hate it, Future's part of that. He's part
Yeah, I
of
agree.
the evolution of sound. He's part of making new music come about and new artists try new things and trying a different sound that we haven't necessarily.
It's not
We
necessarily-
should get Soulja Boy on the show.
Yeah, sure. Who would you have taken, Soulja Boy or Chris Brown in a boxing match?
There's no way I'm fighting Chris Brown in a boxing match. Do you know how athletic Chris Brown is?
Yeah.
He's like new
I've
age
seen him play
Michael
basketball.
Jackson dancing. That guy wouldn't get hit by a single punch.
But
I'm like analyzing this way too
hang on,
much.
hang on.
Way too much.
Hang on. If Chris Brown
It's the most
were,
absurd analogy.
can't you see Soulja Boy being like Neo in the Matrix, and when Chris Brown throws a punch, he's like, you.
It's Jenny from Channel 7 Weather.
Jenny from the block,
With the
rather.
dab. This is what Francis did when he said like when white people ruin things. He said, "Let's go to Jenny with the dab over at the weather desk." Ah!
Who said that?
Francis always makes that reference.
Who's he?
Wow. Wow.
So real quick, to go back to Jacory's point, because this is like we need to start having these discussions more, because obviously we're huge. The three of us are huge fans of hip hop. One of the things that happened was a long time ago, okay, and it wasn't necessarily. Sorry, Irma. It wasn't just necessary.
She was recentering
I know, she was recentering me because I was like, "What's up?"
Because you're Soulja Boy over in the corner.
So, real quick, yeah, that sound developed from a little bit from Soulja Boy, but you could also say that we go all the way back to Notorious B.I.G. when he had the song "Fuck bitches, get money," and the chorus just kept repeating over and over and over, and there wasn't, there were 4 words: "Fuck bitches, get money." 4.
Great
that was
words.
it.
Solid words.
But like everyone was like, "Oh shit, this is simple and easy, and we could vibe to this." So it really had a cause and effect from way back when Notorious B.I.G. put out that song that I can personally remember, and then it had that effect on the rest of hip hop, where it just became over time it became more and more simple.
Cannot be opened on this clip because we will be here till 12:15, which is the actual time that we have till in real time, even though you see these clips later, and we have more stories to get through. So we will continue that at another point, but you can't, I mean, it's so unfair. It's like a bad VH1 documentary.
I don't know what you just did, but
my
let's
point,
keep going.
just to wrap it up, my point being is like it's like a VH1 documentary. We're gonna open up the Biggie thing, and then after 4 minutes, they're gonna be like, when we get back.
My favorite VH1 story, super quick, was from I Love the Thousands. And this one guy, when they were talking about sports, when the Pistons played the Lakers, this guy was like, "Who won MVP? Not Kobe, not
Rip.
Shaq, Chauncey.
Oh, Chauncey.
You go, Chauncey." And that's the only time we ever saw that guy.
That might have killed MTV. We don't know though. That
No, it's
exact
VH1.
scene- Sorry, VH1. That might have killed VH1. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below.